You can feel it, right? Okay. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Dennis. We are back with the new video. Please make sure y'all start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button and make sure that you subscribe if you're watching us for the first time. Also, please make sure that you share our videos on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, or wherever else you share videos. I'm here to talk to you guys tonight about Hollywood Exes and R&B Divas. We're going to first start out with Hollywood Exes. So if you don't want to hear about Hollywood Exes, all you got to do is take that little button and scroll it on down. But y'all being Scorpion Show watchers, I know y'all just going to watch the whole damn video. So let's first start out with Hollywood Exes. You know, Dennis was late getting here. You know, I don't know. Y'all know I was sick a little bit or whatever. So I don't know if he thought we was not going to record. But I said, bitch, you better get on here. You better get the hell on down here. So, you know, Dennis got here, had some good-ass food and stuff. I was like, well, you going to eat all this Chinese food and not offer me none? So, you know, I had to say, bitch, just save me some. And I fucked that little piece of chicken wing and a little chicken fried rice, a little 2 pieces of chicken he let me.
I'm about to say, it was half. I gave you half.
Yeah, so he tried it. But meanwhile, while he wasn't here, you know, the show starts off with Drea. I'm going to say Drea now because everybody call her Drea. But I like Drea so much better. But Drea, she was in the studio with her boo, Brian. He was in there, you know, just singing. And she was trying to compare him to R. Kelly. But she's like, you know, he's the king of R&B. But, you know, Brian could be the prince of R&B, blah, 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 blah. She starts crying in the fucking studio while he was singing. After he finished singing, they started talking or whatever. And then she was just so hyped. She was just, you know, pumping him up and everything. Then he want to say, oh. Like, you know, like, don't give me too much. And Drea was like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, he gonna tell her filter with that old filter. Like, don't give me too much. Let me tell you something. Jessica and Shanna, they are boring me right now.
Wait. I wanted to comment about Andrea and her boyfriend Brian.
Yes.
Listen, they in the studio. The worst thing you can do when you dating somebody is compare them to your ex. That was a no-no right there to compare Brian to R. Kelly. The person you're dating do not want to hear that. Like, if you're dating somebody and it's in the beginning stages, last thing you need to do is be talking about your ex.
But you didn't hear her say that.
Why are you thinking about your ex when we're supposed to be dating? Just if your focus should all be on me. So.
But look, I mean, I understand where you coming from, the focus and everything, but whether she talks about it or not, we are going to talk about it because she's R. Kelly's ex-wife.
Well, the least person he need to hear it from is her.
Well, no, he didn't hear her say that. She was just talking about, you know, he's going to be good. We're going to be, you know, he's going to be big and all of this stuff. And he just tells her whole filter, you know.
It feels so weird just like, talking about them knowing that they just getting a divorce. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't pay attention to that dude. So I just watch what's on the screen, and I'm going to talk about it. But I could tell just by seeing him, he's a pretty boy. He talks to a lot of girls, fucking them and everything. And that's just the vibe that I get from him. I get the vibe that he's a user. And it's just like, damn, Drea, like, you just met this guy and you ready to marry him already? Are you kidding me? Like, you supposed to be the woman with all of this wisdom. You want to be the mediator with everybody. We'll just talk about the whole situation. You know, she wants to be the mediator for everybody and you can't even see your own damn situation. Now, that's what's fucked up to me.
She's been a hypocrite. She's like, not practicing what she preached.
You just met him. He could be a fucking snake, you know? You just can't meet somebody and not know them, not know their past, not know nothing, and just say, damn, I'm getting married.
You said he could be a snake. No, he is a snake, and he bit her ass.
See, well, I know that allegedly they're getting a divorce and everything. Well, they probably are getting a divorce, but I don't want to talk about the future. I'm just going based on what I see. Yeah, because I don't know we don't know what happened in their relationship. But it's just like,
she said it on
whether
Twitter.
they got a divorce or not, like, you can see that it's not genuine. He's not a genuine person. So, you know, Drea's in the, after that little situation, Drea goes to the, what you call that? The bridal salon. They go to the bridal salon. It's her and Tony. They're looking at dresses and everything. And Tony is just like, look, I want to have a sit down with him.
Tell them who Tony is.
If y'all don't know who Tony is, this is going to be a problem. Tony is Drea's best friend.
And her assistant. Okay?
All of the above.
Right.
Best friend, brother, uncle, cousin, child. He's everything. Yeah, Boo Boo Kitty. Child, that is so old. Don't nobody even say that no more. That is so 90s. Boo Boo Kitty. Ew. Anyway, so he's just like, I want to know what his motives are. So she's like, you know, when you say motives, is you talking about like, no, that was when they was talking. She just like, no, don't feel like that. Don't be like that. He's like, I feel like, you know, he's taking me away from you. So, you know, he's feeling a little jealous or whatever about how happy she is for this new guy. And he's just like, you know, something just ain't right. You know, what else he was saying? Because he was saying some other shit, you know.
Tony was saying all this.
And yeah, she was like, so Drea was just like, oh my God, she was in there crying like I'd never been a bride before. I never even had a chance to wear a dress. We got married in sweatsuits. And so she was just going through it. She like, I never had a bouquet of flowers. And, you know, the dress looked really, really nice.
That explains it all. That explains why she's rushing to the altar.
See, there's no need to rush to the altar. Then you be standing there looking stupid.
There's no need to, but that explains it. That explains it why she's rushing like to the altar and
just to be a damn bride. Like, how about you find a man that loves you? Like, you just met him. You can't genuinely say I love you.
Yes, and then
to somebody, you know.
And then she want a baby, another child.
Girl, bye.
Which is fine and dandy to want another child, but like you, I just,
like, girl, you got how many kids? 3 or 4 kids already? And whatever happened, like, cause I didn't watch season 2. What happened with her being focused on a dance studio and, you know, helping out other people? Like, what happened with it?
Well, you know, first season, you know, when she came to LA, she, you know, found a dance studio and she had a dance class, but, you know, only few people were showing up. The season finale of
I seen that.
Season 1, she broke her foot, but then, you know, second season, she wasn't getting a lot of enrollment, so she had to let it go.
Oh, well, girl, you better put it on your Instagram and everything and tell them girls to come on out.
She put it on the back burner. You know, like in Chicago, she had Chicago shut down, but LA, nobody know who you is, Joya Kelly, so they didn't, you know, so they didn't respond, they didn't show up the way that she hoped and thought that they would.
Oh, okay, so she just put it on the back burner.
Just put it on the back burner.
So they having this little party at Shauna's house. I think Shayna is so boring. She's boring. Jessica is boring. But I know that Jessica brings the drama. That's why she's still on the show.
She don't have no
but they're just boring to me. And, you know, she's not standing out at all. So she's having this car party. And Brian is there. And Tony is there. Tony and Brian, they had this nice little conversation. You know, I thought it was going to start off bad. I thought it was going to be terrible. But it ended up not being a bad conversation. But, you know, Tony just like, look, bitch, I got my eye on you.
Yes.
And I know you got your motives. And he's like, motives? You mean I got a hidden agenda? Yeah, bitch, you got a hidden agenda. You trying to get your face out there. You trying to be this star. Bitch, ain't nobody going to take you serious. Yeah. I can't picture him with no big hit or nothing like that.
I agree.
So, you know, so him and Drea, they in this restaurant. They're talking about getting married and stuff. She's like, well, the only present I want from you is a baby. I know, to reverse your vasectomy because she wants to get married.
And she wants to have more kids.
Yeah, I meant she wants to have more kids. That's what I meant to say. So he's just like, nope, I'm not doing that. He's like, I got too much going on. I'm a singer. I'm a star. I want to open up business. He kept saying the same thing over and over and over.
And I felt like that particular conversation right there at that table when they was talking, when Drea told him, only thing I want for my wedding gift is you to reverse your vasectomy. And his response to that, I felt like after that conversation, they both should have ran opposite direction. That should have been an eye-opener, Drea, that this man is not for you. You need to reel it in and you need to think about what are you doing, because you're not going to get what you want. Like, out of this situation, you need to find somebody that's understanding and that's considerate of you. I can see if he said, you know what, I'll think about it. You know, because when I did make the decision, I was single and I was by myself. But now, it's not about me no more. It's about us.
Oh, I can tell you why he got the vasectomy, because he was out there fucking so many girls that he didn't want to get nobody pregnant.
Right.
If he didn't already. Because I don't know if he has any children or anything like that. And by the way he was talking, I hope I ain't giving you no damn gold.
Well, maybe he's gay. I don't think he's
I don't get that vibe that he's gay. You know what I'm tired of? Because, you know, a couple people said on Twitter, every pretty guy, they want to say, always gay, always gay, always gay. I don't think that he's gay. I didn't get a gay vibe from him.
When I first seen him in episode 1 of season 3, I didn't go off his looks by he's gay. I'm going off his conversation and what he's saying. Like I feel like if he want a career so bad, then you don't got time for no relationship. You don't got time for no fucking marriage. Like focus on your career. But I do feel like he's an opportunist, and I feel like he maybe got a little sugar in his thing. Not from how he looked, but from how he looked and from his conversation.
You know, but some men out there just don't want children, and it is what it is. And you know what? She shouldn't have signed on a dotted line to get married when you know he don't want the same things that you want. But you guys have to compromise.
You have to find somebody that have the same qualities and want the same thing that you want. Drea, you want a child. Find a man that love you and want another child.
Yeah.
Brian, you don't want no kids. Find a lady that already have kids that don't want no kids, and y'all can just rock out together. But
why would a straight man get a vasectomy though?
Exactly, especially with no kids, none whatsoever. Usually, you know, they got more than one kid, and they was like, all right, no more, I'm done.
I meant to say, why would a gay man get a vasectomy? That's what I meant to say. Like, he's not getting, you ain't getting no man pregnant.
But I do want to say, Drea, you are looking real soft and pretty this season. You know, like, I've been a fan of Drea because she's real, but, you know, first season, like, she was a little hard on the eye, and I got to pay respect when it's due. You know, second, in this season, Drea, you're looking softer, you're looking prettier, you're not looking so hard, and I love it, and keep it up. You are looking good.
Yes. So, you know, Maite and Nicole, they meet up. They meet up at a restaurant to talk about the breaking of the Sugar Bowl. Now look, why y'all keep laughing at me like it was a Sugar Bowl?
A bowl of sugar.
It's the same thing. It's in a Sugar Bowl. Okay? She bust a Sugar Bowl. Ain't no bowl of sugar, no. It's a sugar bowl. It's a bowl that contains sugar. A sugar bowl.
Damn sugar bowl.
Okay, you don't go around breaking people's shit.
You should get a Scorpion Show shirt that says sugar bowl.
Yeah, you know. So you know, they meet, they talk, and Maite is not going to apologize. That's the main thing. She don't want to do is apologize. She's like, it was an accident, you know, but it was a beautiful accident. And I'm like, bitch, if it was an accident, you apologize. If I hit you with my car, first you're gonna want to sue me, and then you're also gonna want an apology. If I accidentally hit you, you're gonna want an apology. So don't act like you can't apologize for something like that, and you're still mad that somebody was wearing fur and you get upset. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. If you not buying what I'm wearing, how dare you be offended by what I got on? Like, let that shit go. Everybody is not going to be a Peter person like yourself.
I agree. I'm not here for Maite.
So if you're not going to deal with people that wear fur, why are you still trying to have a relationship with Nicole?
Yeah. I'm not here for Maite. Never was and never will be. And what she's doing this episode, this season, the first couple episodes is a prime example why I'm not here. Because she's not being consistent with her story in a bowl of sugar. First of all, it was an accident. She didn't mean to. She was grabbing her pocketbook. First of all, when you left from the backyard, your pocketbook was in your hand. And if it was an accident, the first time somebody make a mistake and do something, first thing they say, oh, sorry, my bad, excuse me. Why can't you just say, you know, I apologize, I was wrong for that. But then on your one-on-one interview, you want to sit right there and say, oh, well, they know when I get mad, I just break shit. I break stuff, get over it.
I'll break you, bitch. Now, how about I break your hand? Hello. And then don't apologize.
Right.
I bet you won't break nothing else. So we see, then the last scene we see, because I don't care about Jessica being with this black guy. She like black dick. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. So the last scene we see, that we'll talk about on this show is Sheree, Drea, and Maite. They meet up and they talk about their situation with Maite and Sheree. So Sheree was telling her that she felt some kind of way about the Will Smith comment, and Drea was the mediator again. And, you know, Maite was saying a whole bunch of bullshit, but Drea was able to break it down, which is always good to have someone that can break it down for you. So Drea just like, basically you are afraid of losing your child, so you stayed home. But Sheree had the real catch that dirt moment when she just was saying that, you know, she just didn't want to come. And her man didn't want to come. So she didn't come at all. So, point blank, you know, that's how it was. You know, Mate and Sheree, they cried and they hugged, and you know, that was it. And she's not getting Will Smith money anymore. And Mate, that should never be, that was childish. And you know, last week I went off on Dre, you know, I was kind of drunk, and
wait, can I say something?
What?
Before you go back there, I just want to say the whole situation with Sheree and Mate, even though I'm not here for Mate, I was on Mate's side. Like, when the outside looking in, I didn't understand why Sheree was mad at Mate. Now, I knew why she was mad, but my whole thing is, Sheree, you need to be more understanding and considerate that Mate is in a long-distance relationship. Her boyfriend was only in town for 3 days. You can see Mate
but if you had plans to do that, then you're going to have to show up. Like, don't say you're going to do something and then don't come because your man don't want to come. Like, I'm just not here for... My man is only here for 3 days or whatever. If anything, Maite could have showed up and left her man at home to watch the baby. Right. If that's the case. So, like, don't put it on, oh, my boyfriend was in town. You're coming back home.
Yeah, I just feel like Sheree could have been more understanding, that's all.
She was, but bitch, you got me doing all of this and then you don't show up. So that's why I understand what Sheree is talking about. Then you gonna give me that petty ass excuse. Well, I don't have Will Smith money. Bitch, neither do I.
Hello? My son 19.
Yes. Older than that, probably. He gotta be older than 19.
Trey
is old. He gotta be grown now. But she's like, bitch, child support stopped at 19. After you got that diploma. I know that's right. You should have made him do 1 more year so you could keep the funds coming in. But I'm sure Will take care of everybody. They all right. So that's it. So next week...
You was about to say something before I cut you off.
Yeah, you cut me off and then I forgot. That's why I like being cut off. But it's all right. We're going to the next topic. R&B Divas Atlanta. And as we say, it gets better every week. Starts off with Angie Stone and her boo Ashanti. I just found out that his name was Ashanti. I'm like, oh my God, his name is Ashanti. Then it's like, you didn't know? I'm like, no, I ain't know. So they talking about planning for this 50th birthday party, and you know Angie Stone. Well, I would like for them to sing, but I'm not going to force them to sing if they don't want to sing or whatever. So, you know, they had this little cute moment where they talk about, you know, he's like, you remember the last birthday party I did for you? He's like, yeah. How could I forget? You know, I'm 50, you know, you're going to have a big-ass purple cake with 50 on it or whatever. And that reminds me of when my mom got mad at my sister because my sister bought my mom all this shit that said 50 on it. And my mom, you know, she accepted it. She's like, don't you ever give me no stuff like this with 50 on everything. I mean, it was 50 on napkins, 50 cup, or 50 toilet paper. I mean, everything was 50'd out. And Barbara was over it. She was grateful, but she's like, bitch, don't ever do that again. So then the next scene we see them. Did you want to say anything about that part?
That was. I'm surprised you even talked about it.
Yeah, because I mean, I like that part, you know, because I'm just letting them know that Angie. The premise of this episode is Angie's birthday party and the Grammys, snub. Okay, so they go to this. So they meet up and they start talking about the Grammy nomination. Then Kiki tells Selena that I got off the phone with Faith. And she says that we're not nominated for a Grammy and everything. Ain't that what she said? That she's nominated, but they're not nominated.
Something in that nature. They really ain't. They're going to get into all of it next week episode. This week episode is where they get the information that R&B Divas is nominated. But next week is when they find out it's only Faith. But, you know, so they riding a little high this time, this episode. But, yeah, there was some speculation around it. But they came to the conclusion that, we are nominated and we are going to go.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I can understand them being upset. But first of all, if when your name is not even on the album, then you should already know if any accolades come, you guys will not be receiving the accolades for that album. Just like if somebody is nominated for Best R&B Song, you might have sung the song, but you didn't write the song because it's a Songwriters Award. So if you didn't write the song, you didn't get the Grammy nomination. So don't walk around here like you got a Grammy nomination when you don't. I feel bad that their names was left off of it, off the album, and getting credit, a Grammy credit for it. But no, if you never had a Grammy nomination before, you won't be nominated for that album. And I say, get over it. All of this you know, all of this confusion about are we on it or not? No. Well, if any, you know, I just feel like if y'all not nominated, y'all not nominated. Get over it.
I disagree. They have every right, especially Monifa, because Monifa, she felt strongly about it, because Monifa's been out the game for 14 years. For her to be out the game for 14 years and come back and work on the album, and the album is nominated for a Grammy, and her not to be recognized as an individual on that album, she have every right to be in her feelings and feel the way that she feels.
Well, guess what? I feel that they should have got a good-ass lawyer and made sure that their name, all of their names was on that album, and it wasn't. Right. So you won't be nominated.
Well, I honestly believe that they had no idea that this would be probably nominated or thought of for a Grammy, the album. But, you know, I can sympathize and understand where I work hard to, you know, and I work hard with this individual. How the hell are you going to get, you know, credited for something but not me, and we right here sitting side by side doing it?
Well, look, they shouldn't have they shouldn't have been singing on Faith's. Everything came out on Faith record label, okay? I don't even know if they have record deals. I see them in the studio, but are they signed to anybody's label? I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking. I'm just asking. Every time I see they releasing songs, everybody either got an EP or they got a single out. Now that's fine, because now everybody's getting their little music out there.
Right.
You was just telling me Monifa just put something out. But I want to see them, like, if y'all going to do a joint album, make sure everybody's on the same page. If we get nominated, we're all going to get nominated as a group. It was shade, first of all, it was shade when it was just face on the cover of the CD. I didn't hear y'all bitch about that last season. Y'all never even say nothing to Faith about it. Face on that blue album cover, Faith Evans, R&B Divas. I didn't see, y'all ain't go off for that. But y'all want to go off about, oh, I'm not nominated for a Grammy. It should have been a bell ringer right there. That it was Faith's face. It's Faith record label. It's Faith's album. I guess it counted as an album for Faith to Capitol Records. So it's Faith's nomination.
Yeah, but when Faith brought the idea to the lady, she brought the idea as, you know, as
she sure did. And they should have said something about it. And now I bet you they won't be doing any more projects without them getting a credit for it.
You live and you learn, and then the next time you know how to capitalize off of it and do opposite of what you did last week. Just like with the Scorpion Show barbecue. You know, the first year you just winged it. The second year you knew everything to do and not to do because of how last year went. Yeah. And that's same thing for the next time they do an album or whatever.
How y'all doing?
You get it and you go.
Yeah, that's like me. That's just like saying the Scorpion Show and I only put my name on it for a nomination. Bitch, I would gag if I was Mikkel. Like, I'm going to put his name on it too, and I'm pretty sure he would make sure his name is on it.
Yes, and just to be clear, I don't think that it's Faith's fault, and I don't think we need to come down on Faith.
I'm not coming down on Faith. I'm just saying they should have been more smarter about it.
I'm pretty sure Faith gagged when, you know, she found out they was nominated and she wasn't, they wasn't. You know, but...
Oh, no, she knows. She knows.
But Selena made a good point. You know, she was nominated for Kanye West on All Falls Down. She went to the Grammys. She walked the Grammys.
She was nominated for, what, Best Rap Song Collaboration, maybe? So I can understand why. Or if it was Best Rap Song, she got a songwriting credit. Because she writes her shit. She had writer's block. She writes her music. So, whatever the case may be, she got nominated. And I'm happy for them. But you know what I find funny? Latavia is the only one with 2 Grammys. Or just with a Grammy out of all the R&B Divas franchises. I just noticed that. She's the only one with a Grammy.
Kelly Price don't got a Grammy?
No.
Dawn from LA don't got a Grammy?
No. Nope. And Vogue never won a Grammy. They've been nominated, but they never won a Grammy.
Wow. Okay, Latavia.
Catch that dirt.
Listen, so Therese and Monifa are
excuse me, y'all,
getting married in Hawaii. And
the lady broke it down saying that, you know, you can they will allow it, but it's kind of like, to me it sounded like it was kind of iffy about it. They'll tolerate it, but it won't be considered a legal marriage.
No, she said it would be a legal marriage and it'll be recognized, and, you know, it'll be legal and it'll be recognized, because I think that they settled on Hawaii because Hawaii will recognize it and it will be legal versus anywhere else.
Yeah, and they can get married there and it, you know, and all of that stuff. So, you know, Hawaii, I want to go to Hawaii one day. But it'll be sometime probably in 2016 when I go to Hawaii.
Yes, I want to ask you something about last week. You said that you didn't, I don't remember.
I was drunk, so you're going to have to remind me.
No, because a lot of people had a lot to say about it in the comments on the video about you. I just want to know that you feel differently. You said you don't understand how two women can call each other boo and bae.
Oh no, I still find it. I still find it in Monifa and Teresa's situation. But you know what? I can still call somebody my boo and they call me their boo. So I understand that, but I just find it weird because I'm looking at it from, I would think that Therese would be saying more of that to Monifa and not the other way around. But whatever the case may be, it's still her boo. It's still going to look funny to me, but it's still her boo.
Because it threw a lot of your viewers,
our viewers, you know.
Yeah, it threw a lot of them for a loop for you to be a gay man and be like, I don't understand how two women can call each other bae and boo. But, you know, you're a gay man, so it's alright for you to call your boyfriend your boo or your bae.
It's the same thing, but I just find it funny, and that's not going to be. That's not going to change. It's just funny. It's just, but it is her boo, and that's her bae, and everything like that. And it's just going to look weird to me.
I love Therese and Monifa relationship, and Monifa is so happy. You can genuinely like see it. I'm all for happiness and love. I love love. Like it rubs off on me, and I love it. And to see that Therese mom and Monifa mom come in and embrace it, beautiful. Because my mom, she wouldn't embrace it. so like I love it.
But their moms, you know, one of their moms, I don't know which mom. It's more like she's like, even though it's not my thing,
Monifa mom.
You know, that's my child.
Monifa mom.
You know, that's just the vibe that she gave me, and you know, it's nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't be so comfortable as in to say it that way where it's received that way. You know, but she's still keeping it real, and that's what I'm loving, that they're keeping it real on the show. Just and Latavia's mom last week, when Latavia mom told her, you know, I thought you was trying to manipulate me and stuff. So, you know, I'm glad that she got it out, but that's just not something that I would have said.
And speaking of that with Latavia mom, Latavia said something on Instagram, and she said that they didn't show it on TV, but they said they did. She said, I want to thank my mom, you know, for talking about it and, you know, being, you know, embracive towards me. But she said what they didn't show was Latavia mom telling women to listen to your child, pay attention to your child. Watch your child. You know, if you see a change in their behavior, you know, blase stuff like that. So I just want to say that because we missed that last week because they didn't show it. But Latavia, you know, she brought it to our attention.
Yeah, and that's something they should have aired.
Yeah, they should have aired.
And then they could have did a PSA about it at the end. Like, damn.
Pay attention to your kids because we do be trying to tell our parents a lot of stuff without verbally telling them. So we have to watch our children, nieces, nephews, all of them. Pay attention to them.
That's right, and talk about it to them about it. Good touch, bad touch. But you know, I don't think they do. I don't know if they talk about it, you know, still, but I'm pretty sure they should.
All right, well, since we're talking about Latavia, can we go right into Latavia?
I guess so.
All right,
cause let me tell you something, Latavia, you are draining me with this. Damn, I don't want to sing. Okay, go ahead, Dennis. I know you ready to go on.
Yes, Latavia, I like you, but just because I like you, I'm not gonna sit right here and be fake and be phony. What Kevin said, you're draining us, you're sucking the life out of us just for the simple fact you're doing the same thing that we ripped Nikki Gilbert apart for doing first season. First season of R&B Divas, Nikki Gilbert didn't want to sing. She wasn't here for singing. She wanted to do everything but sing. And here you go, season 3, doing the same thing. You knew when you got the call to be on second season what the show was about, but you didn't take the call. When you got the call after you had your baby, you decided you wanted to do it. So from the time you got that call to the time you had to start filming, you should have came to your senses and be like, you know what, I don't want to sing, but I'm going to go on this show. I'm going to face my fear and I'm going to sing. This show is called R&B, not even Divas. It's called R&B. Why would you want to be on the show about singing that's surrounded around singing and you don't want to sing? You want to do everything but sing. Us as consumers that watch this show, especially me, we're not here for it. If you're not going to sing, go somewhere else. Go be on, you know, Hollywood Exes or Basketball Wives, Football Wives. Go do something else. But not on R&B Divas. We're not here for it. So I hope towards the end of the season, I'm saying something totally different.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's a drain that she doesn't want to sing. And then, bitch, I just caught on to that, at the for her intro. Child, everybody is giving life, and she go, I'm like, oh no. But like all that fear that she has, let it go. It's time to let that shit go, man. Either you're gonna sing or you're gonna sing. Which one you gonna do?
Well, it's gonna be.
Yes, I need you to sing. I'm glad you got the upscale magazine cover. You look cute. Dennis hated the fringes, but I thought she looked cute. You know, she got the acting stuff going on. I didn't even know she was acting. No shit. I thought Latavia just disappeared and came back. Yes, I didn't know she was doing tours and stuff. Yeah. On you know, on the Chitlin circuit. That's what they call it. I didn't know that. So I'm hoping that, you know, now that she's getting a little bit more exposure. She did tell me that she was in the studio when she was doing the video. So clearly she's singing now. But all of that shy shit, it's time to throw that out the window. Once you sign the dotted line to be on this show, you need to sing. You need to be, because you're going to be doing singing-related stuff.
Exactly. And you got more credentials than anybody on this show because you have 2 Grammys. You was in, you know, Destiny's Child, which is, you know, the world's top-selling R&B group. Like, come on, Latavia, do not do that. Don't do it. And I understand where you're coming from because you haven't been on stage for a long time. But, you know, you have to get up there. You have to sing. Because you can sing because you was in the group.
So, what else happened on the, was that basically about, oh yeah, with Angie and when they met the second time to talk about the Grammy issue. See, Angie Storm kind of reminds me of me. Like, when I talk, I don't like to be cut off. So, when she told Monifa to hush, like, let me talk, Monifa, you know, she felt some kind of way. But Angie, she's like Mother Bear. She's been in this game for a long time. So Angie understands how this goes. I don't think that she was instigating them to get upset. But if they are upset, you know, they should say how they feel and get it off their chest and tell Faith how they really feel about the situation. And I agree with that. However, they should be mad at themselves and the lawyers that signed them contracts to get them on that album because they didn't do enough so they can get this Grammy nomination. Faith's face was on the cover. They were nowhere to be seen. If they had an issue, they should have talked to Faith about it, you know, before. Like, I don't know if they had if they were inside the album cover, because the album that I bought from iTunes, I don't even think it came with an album cover. So I don't know, because y'all know I don't buy CDs. I only do digital. Digital.
That particular scene, it confused me, and I'm not gonna sit right here and act like I understood. I didn't understand it because I knew what Angie was saying. But it didn't sound like Angie was saying anything wrong to me. But then how Monifa, you know, responded, and I'm like, hold on, but did Angie say something that I missed?
She cut her off.
It sounded like Angie was just like, you know, on their side, telling them like, y'all still should go, you know, and then you know,
she's like, but y'all don't understand this. Faith is the executive producer, and then Monifa cut her off before she could finish saying what she was saying. So I don't know if Angie's gonna say she's the executive producer of the show or the executive producer of the album. I don't know.
But I feel like Angie was taken aback when she thought that they wasn't nominated too.
She was like, let you.
What, let you? Yeah, like, so I didn't understand why, you know, Monifa was a little
And then they told me they had to, first of all, I didn't know that you had to buy tickets to the Grammys. I thought you were invited.
Catch that dirt. Oh, they tried them for their life.
Yeah. So, I mean,
you can buy tickets to come to the Grammys.
I do think that it was a great idea for them to have a show in LA during Grammy weekend, and that's smart. You know, so they working their issues out and everything. They're trying to get it together. And you know, and I'm just loving it. First of all, y'all women, 6 women together talking, oh, somebody's gonna have a problem somewhere. And Mila was like nowhere to be found on this episode, I noticed.
You know, we got a little bit we got a little bit of none of Kiki and Mila.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I still want to see Selena Johnson and her mom. I want to know how are they, because they're not talking about that no more. Like, she was like a big deal up at part of season 2, and now it was just like, okay, it's there. After they went on Y'all Fix My Life. No, I want to see y'all talk about it. Shit, I do. Because I'm like, well, damn, is they gonna give us something?
You said something last week's review about a lot of mothers and their first child not getting along, and you know, I'll read the comments or whatever. And some of y'all I respond to, you know, majority of y'all I try to be interactive or whatever. And a lot of people agree with what you said about the mother and their first daughter not getting along.
That's true.
And which was like a little shocking to me because I'm like, wow, like, you know, you never know what people are going through. And sometimes people think that only their family going through it, or you only my family, but clearly it's not just your family. Because I think a good 80% of people was like, wow, it's a shame because my mom and my older sister going through it too, or my mom and her mom going through it too. My mom the oldest, so that's just like it stuck out to me because for mothers and first daughters, they need to get it together. It need to be nipped in the bud.
Yeah, and Angie Stone birthday party. Child, that was an unsung reunion. Okay, no shade, it was an unsung reunion.
It's funny, unsung TV One, R&B Divas TV One.
All of them together. Child, everybody that was on there had an unsung episode. Except for Dottie Peoples, child.
Did Mickey Howard have an unsung episode?
She had one. I haven't watched it in a while, but I know. Then they got a Hollywood unsung. I didn't watch none of those.
Right.
But I do. I love unsung because I love the way it's produced. Like, it makes you care about them people you used to hear on the radio. But you're like, but damn, what happened? The 90s hit and child, bye. It was just a new era. Just like, I know that soon Maya will be having her unsung. Okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Girl, it's going to happen.
Maya is unsung because I felt like, no, we're not even going to get into that.
Yeah, but why she's an R&B diva? Go ahead. What you about to say?
You say Maya?
Yeah, she is an R&B diva.
Is she?
Not on the show, but
I just felt like when she had that song with Jay-Z, it should have blew up. Like, it should have took her to the next level. Just like how Beyonce and Jay-Z did Crazy in Love, and it took Beyonce to the next level. Like, that just blew my mind because, wasn't it Carolina Blue? Even though I want to see how you put that thing on me, I can't
see, I don't know. Get the best of me. That's somebody else's song?
That's Maya and Jay-Z, and that song was a banger in the summertime of either 2001 or 2002. That song was it. So that song should take Maya to a level of success.
But Maya did have that. Her biggest hit, I think, was "Whoa" with Missy Elliott. I think that was her.
My love is like, whoa. You think that was one of her biggest hits?
Yeah, and that video, like that song was everywhere, and I thought it wasn't gonna do shit. That song survived Crazy in Love. It did. It really did. Then Ashanti came out, and girl, you could just forget. Once Ashanti came out, Ashanti was, you know, she was doing her thing.
Ashanti was that bitch in the early 2000s.
But Ashanti came out early 2000, but around that, I think Ashanti came back out, and then it was just over for her.
Yes. That's why I always said this about Ashanti. Whether she do it again or don't do it again, it don't matter because she did it. She broke records. She's in the World Guinness Book. I feel like it don't matter. Because Ashanti, she did it. She got accolades and everything. Like, early 2000s, she ruled the charts. She ruled the videos.
Yeah, that's...
MTV2B, to BET. Like, come on. Like, and I don't stand for Ashanti. I just feel like real recognized real.
Test the time. It's not how you, what they say, it's not how you start. It's how you finish. Well, but I mean, Ashanti can't say, I went out on top. It's just like I started out on the high. Like I started out at my peak.
Well, you know, but we can say that about everybody. I think a lot of people start out on their high, and then next thing you know, they phase out. We don't hear from them no more. Like Whitney Houston. Come on now.
Yeah. But see, her peak went on for years. Okay, Ashanti peak went up. Then it went down. Then it went down. No, Whitney was up there.
Whitney was up, but when it came down, it dropped.
You know what? You know what? Whitney, they'll say Whitney is an icon. Whitney is an R&B legend.
And please do not come at my neck about this comment because
you can go. No, you say how you feel.
I'm saying how I feel, but I love Whitney. But I just feel like, you know, when it was over, it was over.
But she still kept going.
She kept going, but it was.
And she was still selling, and you know what? She still had more people in the park than Ashanti could bring in the park, and she was on TV. Okay, they would bring in the studio Ashanti. Girl, Whitney Houston was at the park when she dropped her last album, and them girls was out there. How you doing?
Catch that dirt.
You ain't gonna come for Whitney like that.
I wasn't coming for Whitney. I was just saying we can say a lot about a lot of these artists.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's the radio. The radio music has changed. They're not, and the way that they get these hits today, it's not the same. It's now it's who's watching your video on YouTube, who's streaming your album on Spotify, who's watching this, who's doing that. It's not about who's just buying the single anymore. It's not about that. And it's not how many radio spins you get. It's all of these things combined into one determine your place on the R&B chart or on the Hot 100 chart. It's not the same.
And
so
I
feel bad for the people that like to sing or sang because they'll never be back on top of the charts. And then you got to manipulate the charts by never mind. But yeah, so yeah.
I noticed that about when I watched the Billboard Awards because a lot of people that won, I had what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and those awards are determined based on popularity of how popular your music are on all of those different sites and stuff. It's not based on merit. So, bitch, if you didn't, it don't matter if you sang your heart out, like, you're not gonna win.
And Beyonce didn't win not one award that night. I gagged, and I don't stand.
No, I'm not. I thought because at first I thought it was based on how many album sales they got, but when they explained the rules, they talked about the digital streaming, digital this, digital that, who's buying what, and all of that is combined. So Beyonce's album wasn't out long enough to get all of those accolades. So that's why I understood why she didn't win. Because, you know, I probably would have went off like everybody else. But it is what it is. We're done talking Hollywood Divas. R&B Divas. We're going to talk next week about that Hollywood Diva stuff. Because I heard that Nikki Gilbert is suing. And I'm not mad that Nikki Gilbert is suing. People might not like how she was on television.
But she's a good
as an executive producer, I would be upset too, bitch. Like, how you going to come up with a spinoff of my show? Making people, because people are thinking that Hollywood Divas is a spinoff of R&B Divas, and it's not. And it's not even the same producers. So how y'all going to do that? But then again, maybe they don't own the Divas title, so that's why they just.
But isn't that a kind of conflict of interest? Because we can have to do our research before we talk about it next week. Because it's going to be on TV1. TV1 got R&B Divas. What's wrong with TV1 having Hollywood Divas?
You can have it, but it's like how you going to come up with it. It's the same concept of R&B Divas. You taking people that was in Hollywood, and now you giving them a show. But we the one that helped make TV1 what it is today, because nobody really was watching TV1 except for watching old episodes of Martin, old episodes of The Jeffersons, and what's that one? Good Times. Like, that's stuff people was watching. Ain't nobody watching the Trump Awards. R&B Divas helped put TV1 on a platform for reality TVs. They had reality TV shows, but R&B Divas is their best franchise. Then you had the spinoff of R&B Divas at LA. Then you want to come up in here and bring all these different other producers on a network we help y'all build. And I heard that they got pitched a concept like that and they turned it down. But then when Carlos King and Todd Tucker came along, oh yeah, we'll give it to you. No, I would sue the shit out them too. So go ahead and get your fucking money. This is a fucking business. So we're gonna go. Thank y'all for watching. We will see y'all next week. Y'all enjoy y'all Memorial Day. Y'all be safe. If I'm in DC, I'll let y'all know. Stay tuned to my Twitters. Make sure y'all watch my Kelly video. Make sure y'all watch my mom video. Please make sure that you send your prom and graduation photos. I only want 2014 because some of y'all girls tried it last year. I want class of 2014. Okay? If you graduate from a college, say what college it is and what you got your degree in and stuff so it could be in the intro. Follow Dennis, One Den Jones on Instagram, Hot Philly Boy on Twitter. Y'all can follow me at The Scorpion. And we will see y'all next week. Until then, peace.
Thumbs up.
Yes, they better like this video.
You know, they be disliking the video.
Oh, they can dislike it. That's fine with me.